All right, so we got the recap for North Carolina Central and Howard. Final score was 26-3. North Carolina Central took home the win on this one. A dominant performance on both sides of the ball for North Carolina Central. Walker Harris went 20 for 35, 321 yards and a touchdown. Jamari Taylor went for 206 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground, and then also led the receivers in receptions and receiving yards, so with 78 receiving yards. So as far as their defense, they're able to keep Howard's offense to 83 yards passing and then only 38 yards rushing on the ground. So, I mean, dominant performance. Me personally, I think Howard's defense actually did as much as they could. When you look at it just from a scoring standpoint, going into the fourth quarter, the score was only 13-3. It was 13-3 against, you could say they're the second team in the MEAC with the number one back in the MEAC. So I think if you just look at it from a scoring standpoint, if you're still in the game, 13-3 in the fourth quarter, I think that's a good place to be. But whenever your defense is on the field for that long, it's inevitable against a team like North Carolina Central, who has shown to be like a second-half team to, it's inevitable for them to score if you're unable to put up points. So, nonetheless, Jamari Taylor definitely added another game to his resume. This game in particular is pushing his conversation for MEAC Offensive Player of the Year. The only other player that I would say is in the lead right now is Eric Phoenix, of course, because he's just been having an all-star performance, dominant season. But no doubt, with this game, it put Jamari Taylor over 1,000 yards rushing. And it's just good game film. You watch the game, he's real patient as a back, could catch the football out the backfield, could take a flat route for the distance, can run in between the tackles, be explosive. So when you have all those tools as a back and then you put it together with an offensive line that, wants to block for you, the results and the opportunities are endless. When it came to Howard's defense, guys that had a big day, Carson Hinton, 6 tackles. I believe he had a blocked field goal as well. Robert Jones, 7 tackles and a interception and a blocked field goal. And then Terrence Holland capped it out with 10 total tackles and a fumble recovery. So, I mean, shout out to the defense, and also shout out to Howard's special teams, who had 3 block kicks and an interception. Kind of unheard of special team stats in the game of football, but, the effort was there. You just got to be able to put up points, because that's the name of the game, especially in any sport. So next week, North Carolina Central faces Delaware State. Howard faces Morgan State. That should be hopefully a good game. I'll have the prediction videos for those 2 games coming out later this week. Make sure you stay tuned in for those. If you're not following us on socials, it's at For The Culture HBCU on Instagram and the number 4 The Culture HBCU on Twitter. And last thing, I don't know what happened at the end of the game as far as how the fight started. My assumption, it was probably some chirping going on during the game. Players mad that they lost. Some players just want to talk. So, that's always how fights happen. But, it come with it. Just you want a better display of, I guess, character by both teams. But nonetheless, as long as everybody walking out safe, you should be good. But I know some people probably going to get suspended. So whoever gets suspended, that's the cost of doing what you do. But, yeah, make sure y'all stay tuned for the next game. Next prediction videos will drop. Next recap videos will drop soon. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.